Number 10. Avoiding responsibility. The behavior in which the individuals evade or shirk their obligations, duties, or accountabilities. This behavior can manifest in various aspects of life, including personal, professional, and social responsibilities. Stop blaming external circumstances for your problems. Take ownership of your actions and their consequences. For example, instead of saying, "I failed the test because the teacher gave us a hard question," say, "I need to improve my study habits to perform better on the next test." Number 9. Complaining. It is a common behavior where individuals express dissatisfaction, grievances, or criticism about various aspects of their lives or the world around them. Reduce the habit of complaining about things you cannot control. Focus on what you can influence. For example, instead of complaining about the weather, adapt by dressing appropriately or finding indoor activities you enjoy. Number 8. Desiring excessive material wealth. It is a behavior where individuals have an intense and often insatiable desire for accumulating material possessions, money, or assets beyond their genuine needs. Stop chasing material possessions as a source of happiness. Recognize that true contentment comes from within. For example, instead of constantly wanting the latest gadgets, appreciate what you already have and find joy in simple pleasures. Number 7. Fearing what you can't control. It is a common human tendency where individuals experience anxiety or distress over situations, outcomes, or events that are beyond their influence or power to change. So, eliminate anxiety over events beyond your control. Accept that some things are inevitable. For example, instead of worrying about a delayed flight due to bad weather, use the extra time to read or relax. Number 6. Seeking constant external validation. It is a behavior where individuals rely excessively on others' opinions, approval, or praise to feel good about themselves or their actions. So, avoid relying on others' opinions to define your self-worth. Focus on your own values and principles. For example, instead of constantly seeking approval on social media, do things that align with your values, even if they aren't trendy. Number 5. Reacting impulsively. Reacting impulsively is a behavior where individuals respond quickly to situations or emotions without taking the time to consider the consequences of their actions. While spontaneous reactions can be appropriate in certain situations, consistently reacting impulsively can have several negative consequences. So stop reacting emotionally to situations. Pause, think, and respond rationally. For example, instead of lashing out in anger when someone criticizes you, take a deep breath, consider their feedback, and respond calmly. Number 4. Holding grudges. Holding grudges is a common human behavior where individuals harbor resentment, anger, or negative feelings towards someone who has wronged them in the past. While it's natural to feel hurt or upset when we've been wronged, holding on to grudges can have several negative consequences for both our mental and emotional well-being. For example, instead of harboring anger towards a friend who let you down, forgive them and focus on repairing the friendship. Number 3. Excessive attachment to outcomes. Excessive attachment to outcomes refers to a behavior where individuals become overly fixated on achieving specific results or goals, often to the point where it negatively impacts their well-being and mental state. So, avoid becoming overly fixated on specific outcomes. Embrace the process and accept that results are uncertain. For example, instead of obsessing over winning a competition, concentrate on giving your best effort and enjoying the experience. Number 2. Overindulging in pleasures. Overindulging in pleasures is a common behavior where individuals excessively seek gratification and enjoyment from various sources, often to the detriment of their physical, emotional, or psychological well-being. So, don't rely on constant sensory pleasures for happiness. Learn to appreciate life's simple and moderate pleasures. For example, Instead of eating an entire cake for temporary pleasure, savor a small slice and enjoy the taste without overindulging. Number 1. Neglecting self-reflection. Neglecting self-reflection is a common tendency in today's fast-paced world. Many people lead busy lives, filled with constant distractions and demands, which can make it challenging to find the time and space for introspection. So stop going through life without introspection. Regularly assess your actions, values, and progress. For example, instead of mindlessly going through your daily routine, set aside time to reflect on your goals and actions to make improvements.